Hey guys, this is Helios Forge Gaming back with, sorry, not back with, this is actually my first video for Titanfall, or my first recording. I'll be posting two at the same time because I have them both ready, or should have them both ready at the time of this recording. Anyway, so we're here on, I forget the map name, I don't know, Tramway or whatever the hell it's called. It reminds me of that Halo 2 map, one of my personal favorites. Anyways, not important. This is just kind of like one of my warm-up games that I felt I did okay in, especially for a warm-up game, but this is definitely not my best work by any means. And yeah, you can see that I'm just all over the place, and this is where I just completely derp. I miss my melees, I fire without a line of sight, I just, honestly, I don't know, I'm rusty. 2 weeks without playing the game, coming back to it, it feels weird, especially a game like Titanfall that's so fast-paced. And also there's quite a bit of thinking and strategizing that has to go to it and positioning. But yeah, you can see that I am just all over the place. And I'm just trying to get in the groove. But eventually it picks up, which is nice. Here I get the drop on like 2 people. Sorry, only 1. But still, pretty solid. Don't get the kill on him, mostly because had some help. I really don't like these situations. Like, those particular areas of the map I find are super hazardous. They're, people can shoot at you from all sorts of directions, and there's not a lot of cover. You're pretty much hung out to dry. If anybody starts to shoot at you, you're dead in the water. But areas like this and the hallway that leads along the center lane is great. Here I try to outplay him, and I sorta do, but he kind of catches on. I think this is the same guy. Yeah, it was. He was the guy who was up on the roof. And my ally distracted him, and I don't know if he killed him or not, but you know, it's always good to have friends. Oh yeah, this guy. So this is why you never, ever take hardwall. It is a useless, newbie, horrible power-up that really is just, honestly, it shouldn't even be in the game. That and Pilot Sentry, or / Titan Sentry, they're just... Titanfall's a game all about mobility, movement, all that great stuff, and anything that, you know, and here's where I fail again. But anything where it slows down the flow of the game is just, it's not ideal. And there is me accidentally hitting the Q key. Looking for Titans. But yeah, Pilot Sentry, hard cover, and AWOL. All horrible boosts and pilot abilities I don't think should be in the game. However, I'm not saying they're bad, I'm just saying they detract from the overall play. Here you can see me failing at bunny hopping once again, because, again, out of practice, and bunny hopping is something I never really got the knack for. It kind of requires a good rhythm for it. So now I'm dropping to my first Titan, I think. Yep. Ah, good old tone. So kind of what I'm thinking here is I want to get out of the main lanes and start generating points for my team, going after grunts and easy targets. Here you can see me and my ally in the run and have this guy cornered, so we're going to just close on him, and then this guy comes out of nowhere, which is a little disconcerting, and I punch out, throw grenade, and kill the Pop-Tart. Yeah. Oh, I see this guy, and I just mow him down. I was incredibly lucky there. I should have been dead. He should have just outright killed me. I'm still forgetting to use my pilot abilities more often, and I was kind of lucky on this as well. I accidentally hit myself with the arc grenade. That's another thing that I do a lot, is splash damage with the arc grenades, which is not good. And now I don't know where this guy went. He just kind of disappeared. I think he went out the back door and just buggered out. Yeah, there he is. That's right. I try to kill him, but I fail. So I figure, you know what? There's a Legion there. There's at least 2 pilots. I'm gonna back off, and I also have my Titan, so I'm gonna call that in and do some damage, make some money. This is one thing. This is one reason the Tone is a great Titan. Its only weakness is that it has no first strike sort of ability, and that's kind of why I run the burst core. It was because that allows you to stack up that it allows you to stack up your tracking rockets really quickly, which can get you to get your damage over time, over a really short period of time, really high. So that's kind of why I run that. But I also do like the critical point and the extra rockets. But the Tone is a great brawler, a great long term. If you're fighting a Tone in the open for a long period of time, regardless of what you have, except for maybe a Legion is always a good I don't want to say counter, but a good pick against someone who's running Tone because of its shield, and also Ion, although Ion I've seen used with mixed results. It's when you're fighting like an Ion, it's almost a head game. You kind of have to fake out their shield and get them to drain that. Roundins are pretty straightforward, except for this guy kind of just wrecks me mostly because he caught me in a bad time. So I punch out, you know, throw a couple grenades, kill the guy. I don't remember if I get him. No, I don't, which is unfortunate. This is really janky. Like, that corner needs to be fixed. It's been the source of too many weird glitches with the wall running, and I totally missed this guy until the last second, but I forget it. Yeah, I clean him up. I do the commentaries post rather than live, unlike Subnautica, because again, this game for me is, there's a lot more thinking involved than really should be necessary for a shooter, but why not? And it was me derping again, throwing a arc grenade against my shield. So I see this guy here, and I just completely botched that. Get distracted by the Reaper, mostly because I knew this was going to happen. I could hear them lined up, but I still try to steal it, because I'm a bastard. I do love the points. And again, what is up with these freaking pilot sentries? What kind of sadists work at Respawn to put in such an annoying pilot ability? Yeah, so anyways, we clean this up, we win. I only score 100 points, but honestly, it's my opinion that if you get more than like 60, 70 points, if you're in that area, you've contributed your portion to the team. You know, failing, you know, if you can't put out, you know, more than 50 points in a match, then you really need to put your nose to the grindstone and really get down to practicing. Now, this was kind of funny. We kill each other, and I don't know what happens to him because I hit the tree and it just sends me sideways. But yeah. And again, I think I friggin' another pilot sentry, I find it and I just wreck it. This is one thing that kind of pisses me off. As a pilot, you can one-hit pilot sentries with your fist or your foot or whatever. But as a Titan, if you melee a pilot sentry or a Titan sentry, it doesn't kill it in one hit. And it's like, you're telling me that a pilot can screw up a sentry quicker? Anyways, so yeah, that's the end of the video. we won. Fairly close game. It looks like 2 of them left at the end there, unfortunately. I wasn't really keeping track, but yeah, so anyways, if you want to see more, remember to like, subscribe if you didn't like it. Thumbs down. I will be putting up a network for Helios Forge Gaming on Titanfall. I don't know what time I'm going to make the happy hour, but I'll try to make it sometime that I'm more likely to play Titanfall. And anyways, this is Helios Forge Gaming signing off.